Hi guys, and welcome to your February 2021. This is going to be the What Aren't They Telling You Timeless reading week 4 for the beautiful sign of Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Hello. If you're new here with me, hello, hello. If you are returning, welcome back. And if you're subscribed to the tribe, what's good, fam bams? And hello to my members. Leo, Leo, Leo. If you are new here with me, please, we're going to be uncovering what your partner isn't telling you and how they're feeling about a few things. Thank you for being here. I knew that there was going to be a couple of videos that spilled over into the next day. The current uploading schedule is Wednesday through Saturday, so the majority of you get the week messages at the end of the week, and the final 4, final 5, final 6 typically get their messages on on Saturday. And if anything interrupts that schedule, we will move over into the next day. That's going to be changing. So I will be announcing the new upload schedule because we're going to be adding the you versus them on a regular rotation. So thank you for allowing me to bring you these particular messages today. I'm down to the final 4. There was a lot that went on this week. So here we are. Happy full moon in Virgo. I hope you take this time to end, acknowledge, or release anything that no longer serves you. If you need the full moon clause, if you are a regular, not necessarily viewer or subscriber or client of mine on your personal readings, and you want to go ahead, and I've already taught you how to release what no longer serves you, you can email me if you need that clause again, and I can go ahead and send it to you. Let's unpack, please, 2 things. The 5-card collective bonus energy reading for my members that is free to them is up, but is also available for purchase. You can purchase your individual reading, or you can purchase your sun, moon, and rising. It depends on what you want to do. That link is below in the description box, will be pinned in the comments. The link to purchase your bonus reading as well as your extension is the exact same link, which gets us into the next announcement. We are launching many extensions. I still wanted to give you guys something to strive for, okay? So the mini extension is going to be looking at things from the perspective of the person that we read for, and not necessarily the perspective of the person, the cross watcher. So in the mini extension, we'll be uncovering what caused the stagnation in love between you guys. We will be asking how you feel, Leo, about how this person feels or this situation. That coincides with the video that I gave you, as well as getting the final angel answer. So if that's something that you're interested in, your video, the non-top 3 will now be extended, but it will be a different extension than what they get, and not the same price, a fraction of the cost. So I just wanted to be able to give it to you. You have asked for it, and I am giving it to you. You're still going to vote, but everybody will be extended. It just will be different levels of extensions, if that makes sense. So, all right, we're done with that. Let's get to your reading. I just had to do that, so thank you for allowing me to do that. This is going to be the 3-card reading portion of this particular reading, which is going to go into what the energy is between you guys. The first card that we have is a card of 1, so the beginning of a kindred partnership between you and your person. Remember, this is a people card, so there was a very people influence between you and this person this week, and the full moon could have brought about some changes, as well as Mercury being stationing direct, as well as Venus moving into Pisces, which is in its exaltation. So the highest amount of energy coming from that Venus in Pisces placement or aspect. A kindred partnership and the energy of the 1, that still speaks to me metaphorically of 2 becoming 1. Indicates past influences that's bringing energy into the current circumstances. So there could have been a time in the past where kindred partnerships and things that talked about and things, not things, but things of togetherness and things that will bring you closer could have not been what was on the forefront. It could have been everything else. So I'm happy to say that And what's interesting about that energy is that it is being clarified by commitment. So you guys are finally cusping on walking into your kindred partnerships and finally allowing the things of the past to no longer hinder the present energy, okay? And we do have in the second card, this is where you guys are energetically right now. You're in an energy of true love. That 4 represents your stability and your foundation. So you could be rebuilding from past things that brought you guys down and that stagnated this. So you can be there either energetically or logistically, and it's being clarified by willpower. This willpower card always speaks to me in a way that someone has someone's behavior, someone's habits, someone being in their devil energy, someone having to deal with their temptation, the temptation of their mind, the way in which they think about things, the way that they approach things. They're having to really dig down deep to change or temper some things about who they are so this relationship can take off the way that it deserves. And I do know that your past energy went through a transformation. This is a cycle, and the transformation has definitely brought, although it's going to bring a lot of triumph in this relationship, that 5 really talks about challenges. So I know for a fact that the transformation process, the transformation cycle was not an easy one. But it has given you guys the freedom to love. And there should be no longer the things, think about it. Don't think about it in a way, Leo, for you and your cross watcher where, oh, we got over that, there's going to be something else. Yes, there is going to be something else. But you have to think about it. You know, when relationships evolve, when you move out of one cycle, you move into another. Now that's one less thing you have to worry about. And if the goal is, you know, ultimate satisfaction and walking into a true love, kindred partnership, and to take it to the next level, then we have to go through those cycles, okay? You guys are approaching your newfound transformative energy with clarity, and now you can have some fun. That is an energy of 7, okay? 7 is basically all about choices, and the choice now is to have fun. The energy, the choice, we have the clarity that we need. That clarity was it could have been masked by all of the things that went on, all of the way in which you approach things. You know, you and your cross watcher could have approached things, you know, behavior, thought process, all of that. Okay. First card in your energy is a 6 of Wands. I like it. We do have High Priestess energy here. And it's a lot of willpower. Here we go with the 3 of Wands energy. I'm looking at it here. We also have a 3 of Pentacles. All right. And last but not least, we do have a energy of a 2 of Wands. I like what they're trying to do. The top of the deck is the Fool and the Moon. We have strong Uranus energy with that Fool. Lets me know that every part of that cycle of transformation has not been easy. We also have the energy of the Moon here. Strong Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio influences. More importantly, the major arcana for the beautiful sign of Pisces. And Venus is in Pisces right now. So this full moon could be hitting you guys this is a clarification of it. I had actually forgot that card was under there. I shuffle and meditate, and once it hits the board, I hit play. Record. Let's do this. So I honestly, that's a good correlation. Some of you guys are walking in the beginning of that and of your new found freedom, clarity, your true love, kindred partnerships, and shedding away all of those old things that no longer serve you individually, your person individually, or this relationship as a whole. Now it's time to celebrate your triumphs, to put yourself out there. I do feel like, Leo, you are connecting with a Leo too. Leo, yes, definitely Leo. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. We have strong fire. This could definitely be a fire-fire connection. But obviously there are some things that make you guys different. Now there's a strong need to listen to a higher power. Now there's a strong goal and a strong desire to not be stagnant. It's like we're making the choice now. Like, look, I'm choosing this. I don't have time. You have to understand when they say love is free, I think there's so many ways to interpret that. But love is free here in this particular. Love equivocates to freedom, not in the freedom where you're not in a commitment, but you're free to love. When you eliminate the distractions, the restrictions, the way that you think, all of this crap that is between you two, that brings a situation down, and you're constantly swimming in this murky water of what is people going to think? How is somebody going to feel? When you get rid of that, listen, it's free now. It's free. And also not just individually, not just as a couple, individually. When you approach it individually, you will see that what you just attempted to do, Leo and Crosswatcher, is change the way that you think. So now the situation has changed. Some of us are so much a prisoner to our own thoughts that we won't even allow ourselves to do something. And the person sometimes that jumps out there and does it most, or that will do it first and take the risk, gets beat up. But in actuality, it's the people that's in the background that sit and want to play it safe is the people that should be getting beat up. Not that anyone deserves it, but metaphorically speaking, because love is about taking chances. And you guys are ready. Strong Aquarius energy here, strong moon energy. We have the energy of the High Priestess. I like that, going back to this Three of Wands. Now down there's an exploration. There is a energy between you two, or definitely what they're not telling you is what they're walking into, especially. We'll find out whether you're on the same page as them, but I really do feel like you're okay with that because, you know, you don't like necessarily the drama. You don't back down from it. People care, and people will say, Leo, that you are dramatic, but when it comes down to love, you're different than what your personality is. Unless you have a Leo sun and a Leo Venus, then I'm pretty sure that the energy that's influencing your Venus probably is different. So most of us, unless we have all whatever our sun sign is in every single one of those houses, which there is a couple people I know like that, then you don't want the drama. You don't necessarily want the drama. I mean, again, unless that Venus energy is a dramatic feel type of, energy. And if there's not enough going on, then you create the problem. But we ain't talking about that. So I feel like I see that they're finally trying to work with you now. And this reading is kind of coming from the standpoint, and not all of them come that way. It really depends on how I'm feeling based upon the cards and all of these other variables. I tried to explain that in Sagittarius's video. Sometimes your energy and your strength comes out as a sun sign. And when it is what they're not telling you, it doesn't always come the way that I read from a standpoint of what they're not telling you. Sometimes they're interpreting, or what's coming through as a message that they want to tell you that they're too afraid to tell you based upon your personality. They don't have a voice, or like sometimes you're the dominant energy and the person that loves you doesn't feel like they have a voice. Sometimes I get it, sometimes I don't. This particular reading, the person is coming from a standpoint of they're recognizing that they were the problem, and now they want to change. I don't get that this is what they're blaming on you this time. I get that they're finally walking into an energy where now I want to love Leo. I want to do this with Leo correctly. I'm not saying that you are not an issue. I'm just saying that this week's energy is saying that they're walking into a newfound clarity of what they want to do. And they've had to really overcome some obstacles within themselves. This Two of Wands really speaks to this willpower. It's been hard to love you, not because of you're unlovable. It's been hard to love you based upon their own conditioning and views about love. Let's go ahead and get into the romantic intention. So it has nothing to do with you, but that is the minor arcana to the Magician. That Two of Wands. So they're going to be going they're into the inside to try to change something that wasn't conducive to their life, well-being, and definitely this relationship. So they want you to know that they've changed. They're changing. And now they finally see triumphant between you two, because you are their true love. And that is our second clarifier here, Leo. I already told you. They're looking at this from a standpoint where they're definitely wanting to build a foundation now. And no longer hinder it. No longer hinder that. This is a past life relationship. This relationship defies logic. And that's probably one of the things that has been hard for them to get. Every time they walk away, they come back. They can't seem to because it defies logic, because it is a past life relationship. There's going to be a decision. Clearly decide what you want, so it comes to you now. That's clarifying my Three of Wands. That doesn't surprise me. They're exploring what the next leg of this looks like. Free yourself. We do have freedom here. Second clarifier, that love is free. There were some thoughts, behaviors, actions, conditioning that kept this relationship stagnant based upon a loss of control, allowing fear to control the narrative. Two of Wands being clarified by children. This has been a very popular card this week. Very, very, very popular card. The love life is being affected by children. Top of the deck is staying optimistic about the love life, which goes back into the moon. That moon influence has caused some fluctuations. That makes sense. That's a strong indication also that they haven't revealed everything. They haven't revealed every part of this to you yet. Staying optimistic. I feel like the person is just a natural pessimist, maybe. That could be borderline depression. Or again, conditioning of self, behavior, and things that have put them in a situation where they just naturally are pessimistic, have no faith. That's changing. Every one of us has to level up and get our spirituality on our own pace. This whole children thing, I believe that there is a bonus child. There is a child that maybe you have together. There is somebody has a child already, and Cross Watcher is trying to deal with that. Maybe that was a source of contention for you guys at some point. You give me the clarification in the comments, because when I'm looking at working together with you, that's a financial standpoint. That's a financial tie there. It could be working with you together. This could be finally moving in together or planning that. We got 2 3s. So I know that those 3s are all about choices, obviously. And the choice of, hold on guys, of how to grow this relationship beyond the point that you guys are at now. Clarify true love for me. We're going to go into your patterns. Soul imprints, unresolved wounds, karmic patterns, and inheritances. So that lets me know. So this is, again, conditioning. This could be, unresolved wounds, karmic patterns, and inheritances. The inheritances are, the generational curses, the way in which you think based upon old relationships, the way that your conditioning. All right, so Divine is letting me know, Leo, for you and your cross watcher, that, and that's clarifying past life relationship, divine intervention, delays, and detours, because the spirituality was not yet evolved to a point where you can take it to the next level. That's the reason why that happened that way. And we do have past life soulmate twice. Spirit, you work through me. Thank you so much. I'm humble. Look at this. I can't even make that up. All sorts of clarifiers. Come on with it now. All sorts of clarifiers. So you've had many past lives together, and it's not going to stop. So a lot of the things that you guys created in the past life, you're here to finish out what you guys planned. And it's a divine thing. Maybe one of you guys, if you believe in that, one of you guys got to your evolution before the other one did. It really depends. But now it's time to free yourself from the way that you think and go into those new patterns. They want to let you know they're going to be doing things differently in order to bring health and vitality back into this love. So I told you that they want to change. They haven't yet told you everything. And yes, I don't know why this parasitic symbiotic is clarifying children. But what just came in my head as soon as I said I don't know why. One of you guys have a child and you guys are raising this child together. And it wouldn't be the first or the last time where I saw a undeveloped or energy where your person does, how do you say this? They're jealous of the kid. And I don't want to make that sound bad because as a Cancer Capricorn, that just sounds bad. But I'm just telling you that, I don't know. Jealousy is one of those things. It's like one party benefits while the other is depleted. Energy, support, and empathy are not equal. Give and take. What's balanced, what's imbalanced here, you wouldn't feel that about your own child, but I have heard stories. You'd be surprised. This is some type of jealousy aspect there. Paying more attention to the child. Not necessarily because you are a parent, so not being directly jealous of the child, but feeling like a child or a relationship with the child's mom or dad is taking away something from the present relationship, if that makes sense. Having to cut out time to deal with the fact that when you come over or when the child is there, I don't know, something of that nature. I want to stop while I'm ahead because it's a little disturbing, but that could be what it is. Give and take. It's just not equal. This also could resonate with, but no, this is a relationship. But yeah, this definitely feels like parents, one party isn't doing the other, but this is an existing relationship, so that other parental unit is outside of the relationship. Top of the deck is perseverance, and because Twin Flame is here, I'm going to go ahead and let you know that too. That kind of makes sense considering the fact that we have all of this divine past life stuff. So you guys are definitely twin flames. That has been coming out so much, and Spirit wants to let you know that all of these obstacles that you have faced have been blessed opportunities for growth. Both partners, you and Crosswatcher, have a desire and will to overcome, and you definitely will do that. Congratulations, that's your twin flame. So, your twin is, you guys have been going through twin flame ups and downs, but it looks like everything that your partner has done to self-sabotage this, they're now coming into a brand new awakening. And I think they're realizing now how significant this relationship is. So they're moving out of this old imprint, this old way of thinking, and they're going to start to do things better. But congratulations on this, because you guys have been beefing for a while, so it's nice to see the energy change. So I hope that resonated with you. If you want a little bit more to the story, you want to find out whether I'm channeling how you're feeling about this, you can join me in the extension. But to everybody else, you're their twin flame, true love, kindred partnership-ish person. I mean, there is so many layers of love and responsibility that you guys as a couple that you guys have to deal with. It's just unreal. I mean, I can't even make it up. So now that I see the differences, I see the challenges and why you guys have had to go back and forth, and why it feels like whenever you take 2 steps forward, you go 2 steps back. That's because of this journey. A lot of you guys love the way it sounds, but that doesn't mean that no one else can love you like that. It actually means that you have a greater responsibility. A lot of you guys love to click on anything that says that, but understand that journey is a pain in the ass. I don't understand why anybody would want, you know, just how I look at it, and maybe I'm too practical. A lot of people, you know, they like to get lost in love, and don't get me wrong, but as a Capricorn moon, maybe that's why people get down on my moon the way that they do. But I'll tell you, I would rather have beautiful love from several soulmates than to go through this journey and be stuck in it for the rest of my life. Just saying. But hey, some of you guys subscribe to Hollywood love. I guess I'm just too real for that. I don't subscribe to something that's been written on the screen, that's been shown on the screen to entertain me. That's not real. But like, share, subscribe to the Marvelous Tribe. I always leave the twin flame journey up to you. If you know it's your twin and it's real, walk your path. But for everyone else, you know, don't necessarily claim that twin flame journey for a narcissist jerk just because it's hard to put down. Because a lot of those relationships come to us in order to unveil us and to learn us, teach us things about ourselves, and then we move on. See you guys in the extension. To everybody else, I'll see you next week. Bye, Leo.